PrismXR Carina D1S. This is their new charging dock specifically for the Quest 3S and even for their grips, which we actually just tested out. We're gonna see how those work with it, but let's open this up. Always use a small, sharp unboxing knife. It looks like they did decide to tape this up. The problem is when your knife is so sharp, sometimes you cut the box and not the tape. Now, some of our subscribers, especially EagleDocs2, refers to these type of docks as the toilet bowl. It is an affectionate term. It's not making fun of it. It's just kind of the way it's shaped. It does come in several pieces, a little assembly required, but one of those pieces, thank goodness, is a freaking power brick. A nice detail, I will say. It comes to a USB-C port. So this power brick could be used for a lot of things. Like this could be used to charge other stuff. I hate when something comes with its own power brick, but it's like a proprietary one that only plugs into it. Instructions, we don't need those, but this dongle right here, this is important. We'll talk about that soon. It does come with 2 battery door replacements and 2 battery replacements because part of this dock's functionality, apparently you have to rip it open, is it wirelessly charges your controllers as well as charging the headset. Now I already do have their grips installed, but I have to go install their specific batteries. So we're gonna pop these back off, pull out these stock batteries that came with controllers. So these batteries will be installed, and the only trick to them is you need to have those metal contact points facing out. If you put it like this, all black, it's not gonna work. Those metal contact points face out, and then these metal prongs in here push in on those contact points, and then that's what's actually gonna charge these. So although we say wirelessly charging, technically, there's metal here, there's metal reaching through, metal in the batteries, metal prongs in here, so you're actually contact charging them. The magnet on there actually makes that snap in really nice. That feels solid, it feels like it's going exactly where it should be. I like that. Dock is $70 right now. It says it's normally $80, but it's on sale on Amazon, but then there's also a 10% off coupon on Amazon as well. So you get it for around $63, $64. But these hand grips are a separate cost. You can buy the whole thing right now bundled for around $90 on Amazon, or you can buy your toilet bowl, your dock, and then you can buy the grips separately later. They're currently $26 on sale. They do instill a lot of confidence. I will give them that. Now, of course, if you didn't buy these separately, you'd be sticking with just a battery door and then your stock wrist strap if you use it. If not, you just have the controllers without it, but it does feel pretty good when that lands on there. Comes with this piece back here. I believe this is optional, but this is basically to hold the back of the headset, especially if you have like a battery strap, something that's gonna provide some extra weight. This will help hold it up, and it's adjustable. This piece is your most important piece though, and you only get one. This is the dongle that is going to install and stay inside of your Quest at all times. It does have a USB-C pass-through, so in theory, you should be able to still plug in your battery strap. And then those contact points right there are what's going to reach this, which actually has a little cable. It has quite a bit of play, so that way they want this thing when you drop it in to hopefully have plenty of space to where you don't have to try to lock it in that hard. You should be able to push it down in there, and in theory, the magnet should do the rest of the work for you. It does seem like it's got quite a bit of room. It feels like it's working. All right, let's get this thing plugged in. Now in the back here, pretty simple. There's just one USB-C port for this to plug in. There is no extra one for pass-through charging, so sometimes these things will have a second one that you could then charge your battery off of or something. Ultimately, this one is only going to charge your headset itself. Oh, and I hear the Quest charging already. Let's see what we have as far as lights. So we've got 3 lights on the front. Right now they're all orange because everything is charging. The headset needs some charge. The controllers obviously need some charge, but it is fast charging. 2 hours to charge the headset is their claim. 6 hours to charge the controllers fully. If you've used the controllers much for a Quest, you know they last forever. Like ultimately you charge them fully one time and you could probably go a month without charging them, or you just keep topping them up every time afterwards. And there you have it. PrismXR charging dock. Toss it on and I've got aftermarket strap, aftermarket facial interface, aftermarket grips, and everything's in quick and easy. I like it actually so far, but we got to take it through testing. We got to see what it's like running it on there longer. Got to see how it's going to interact with our battery strap, because ultimately I'm going to have to take this battery off and charge it somewhere else and bring it back. So is it more worth it for people who own battery straps? Is it more worth it if you just want to use it with the Quest? A lot of questions to answer, and we're going to need some time and come back at you with some answers to all of them. PrismXR Carina D1S charging dock, built specifically for the Quest 3S. If you're in a hurry, I'll save you some time here. So far, I'm liking this dock. Now, as per usual, we'll start with the cons and what they are. There's not a lot about this dock. I wouldn't mind if they'd added one more USB port for people who have a battery strap. It would be nice to be able to toss this thing on there and then quickly plug in your battery strap, whether that's a Kiwi or a Bobo. Clearly with the Bobos that I use, they've got these swappable batteries, so you can put those on another dock and keep those charged. And that's another another point to bring up kind of in the cons. If you are someone who already has this setup, you have multiple batteries, you have the dock for all 3 of them, you probably don't really need this dock. That said, I'm gonna keep using this dock. This is where my 3S is gonna live from now on, and then my batteries are just all gonna be on the other dock ready to go too. What that means is the Quest is fully charged up, ready to go, the batteries are ready to go. I've got the unlimited playtime like usual, but another con to bring up is you are going to be stuck with the controllers feeling kind of stock. You can either have them with the stock doors that come with it that go in here, and you just use the regular wrist straps, or you can get their aftermarket straps, which we already reviewed separately, but I do like these for a set of grips. Obviously, you're not getting the silicone, you're not getting way longer handles like you can get with other grips. But ultimately, I found these things, when you're coming from the front, they really snap on easily. If you're sitting behind it like this, like I am right now, it's a little awkward of a motion, but they landed in there well. They stayed on there solid. They used good, strong magnets, which I wish more companies would do when they build stuff like this. But you're stuck to having these grips or the stock grips. You can't just use any grips you want with them. And beyond that, I mean, unless the price is 70 bucks right now on sale, you could put that as a con because it is, you know, you're paying a good amount for the dock. But ultimately, the thing is heavy, it's weighty, the rubber on the bottom keeps it from sliding around. The flexibility of this thing on the side means you can be pretty haphazard with how you slap your Quest on there, and it will find it, it will magnet up, it will work. It'll work with any head strap I tried, and even without a facial interface, but also any facial interface I tried. It has that adjustability we showed you where this can be way out here if you're someone who keeps your head strap way out for some reason, or if you're someone who keeps it in further. It's got a good degree of adjustability that keeps it like that. It gives the Quest a nice home, a nice place to be. Keeps it charged up all the time. And this little dongle, I guess I wouldn't mind if they sent you an extra one. I'm not terribly worried a lot of people are gonna run out of them or misplace them or whatever, but if you did, it'd be nice to have a backup. But also for me, having a couple 3Ss, I wouldn't mind being able to swap them. Just like have one on here all the time. And so this one's charged up, swap it over and have both of them charged up and ready to go. It's not a necessity, but it wouldn't hurt, I think, to have an extra one there, especially as it's kind of small. But yeah, you have this way, your Quest 3S is always gonna be charged up for about 3.5 hours of game time, depending on what you're gaming and how you game. If you do have a battery strap, especially one with a swappable battery like this, if you only have one battery and you usually plug that in separately, now you're up to about 7 hours of game time between them. And it does fast charge it as it promises. With the dock, you're not really looking for that in my mind. You're not gonna put it on there and like, come on, juice it up, juice it up, juice it up, and then take it back off and play it. You're leaving it there all the time so that whenever you go to play, it's always charged up. And not only is your headset always charged, but your controllers are always charged up too, meaning you never have to worry about anything not being ready to play. You don't have to go swap batteries, you don't have to go charge up. You're just good to go all the time, which I like. So with all that, I'm enjoying the dock. It's where my 3S is going to live from now on, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna take away my battery straps or anything like that. They're still gonna be there for me to keep me ready to go. So there will be a link down in the description, in the comments below if you're interested in getting this one. I still stand by my original recommendation though. If you have this head strap and 3 of these batteries, you don't really need the dock, but I do think the dock looks nice. It gives it a nice home, a nice place to live, and I do enjoy seeing all 3 green lights on it, just that satisfaction of seeing that everything's charged up and ready to go when I wanna play and I don't have to worry about it. But what do you think out there? Is the dock you're using out there that you like? Are you using that official Meta little one we reviewed a while back? Let me know in the comments down below, or if you've gotten this one, how do you feel about it so far? But with that, I just want to say thank you once again for all of you being here with us. It's been an amazing journey, and all of you have supported us for so many years now. Thank you. And I'll see you in another reality.